Typical Florida foggy morning, which kind of stinks because it means your tent is full of dew. The grass is full of dew. But Florida is humid. I'm going to pull water. And yesterday when I pulled water, this was crystal clear. And then overnight it turned to this cloudy, orangish color. And so let me ask the experts, which is my YouTube audience. A lot of you are outdoor and Florida trail aficionados that seem to have a lot of knowledge. Why does this go from crystal clear to like cloudy orange overnight? There's some kind of chemical reaction taking place that I'm not aware of. Hopefully you can fill me in. So I'm going to go to this pitcher pump that I got this water at yesterday, and you'll see that, yeah, it will come out crystal clear. I'll drink a lot of it now before it turns cloudy orange. And it's in the middle of this really creepy abandoned trailer park. Like, you know, you've heard about like ghost towns and stuff where people don't live there anymore. In Florida, you get ghost trailer parks. So I don't know, there might be a couple of people living in here, but most of these are clearly abandoned. It's something like out of a Stephen King book. But the pitcher pump, which happens to be like the best pitcher pump we've used, is right in the middle of this. So I'll pick it up when I get there. Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure that no one or almost no one is in these trailers. There were no signs of life yesterday afternoon or last night. No signs of life this morning either. I do not know what's going on here. Again, if you know what's going on here, fill me in the comments. It's a very strange location. All right, show you how this thing works. I'm gonna fill up. And as you can see, it's clear now. So I'm gonna drink a lot of this, even though I know it's the same thing. It just turns to a different color later. Some kind of reaction, but I don't know. Psychologically, I'd rather drink the clear stuff. So I've got a really nasty road walk this morning. It's a 6-mile road walk on a very busy 2-lane highway with thankfully it does have a shoulder, but it's not a very wide shoulder. And these are always just a nightmare. So I've cameled up big trucks the whole way too. A lot of big trucks. Every time I do one of these, I think just how pointless and senseless it is. It's not safe. I mean, I think, what am I doing every time I do one of these road walks? So, but I've come this far with footsteps. My footsteps still unbroken, by the way. So, I feel like I got to keep that up. And I think this will be the last really nasty one that I'll have. At least I hope. But yeah, if anybody that thru hikes the Florida Trail, if their policy was, they just hitched all the road walks, I'd be fine with it. I'd still call you a thru hiker. I'm not doing it. I'm going to do it the whole thing just because I've gone this far. I've gone, 900 miles about doing the whole thing. So I'm going to finish doing the whole thing. But I don't blame you, those of you that hitch these road walks. It's not safe. There's really no point to them. It's unfortunate that they're necessary. Florida's too developed just to have a trail going all the way through the wilderness. So this is what you get sometimes. So I've cameled up. I've eaten a lot of food. I've got my orange buff on top of my head. If you can see that. For extra visibility, I'm going to try to hike as fast, just put my head down and hike as fast as I can for about 2 hours. I'm going to try to up my pace to about 3 miles an hour. This is a 6-mile road walk. Try to get it done in 2 hours and then breathe a sigh of relief and hope that's the last nasty road walk I have. Again, I shouldn't get my hopes up, should I? Almost over. Only positive thing I can say about this road walk is you get a great view of Lake Kissimmee going over the bridge, but other than that, it's been pretty bad. All kinds of hog in here. Big old hog just ran over the trail to the other side. There's a couple of little ones. Baby hogs running around on this side. So imagine, where'd Mama go? And this section of the trail is a nightmare. It's just, I don't know if it's going through a cow ranch or what, but it's not maintained at all, as you can see. It's just overgrown. There's cow crap everywhere. It's been just as miserable as the road walk. This right here is an extremely rare occurrence in this part. Is that hog? Where'd that hog go? Trying to get a wild hog on here for you. Oh, he or she. Probably she, because there's a bunch of babies with her. She went and hid. All right, anyway, yeah, this has been a miserable day. Miserable day. So I am at the River Ranch Resort, mainly. Charge that guy up, my power bank, behind the general store. Everything here is ridiculously priced. $3 for a Gatorade. $4 for a single scoop of ice cream. But this is really your only choice for 200 miles. This is the pit stop, so you gotta do what you gotta do. And taking just the bare minimum amount of food and charging up and then getting on my way. So I went with the burger here at the River Ranch Resort. It's a $13 burger, so I hope it's good. It looks good. So we got somebody working for, look like Polk County Fire Department, driving away. Had a nice little chat with him. He might be watching the YouTube channel now. He has a lot of interest in, he's done some section hiking and he's, getting the gear and all that figured out. So, something like this is probably right up his alley. I forgot to get your name. Sorry about that. But it was pretty cool, have him be like, hey, man, you guys are like my heroes out here doing this. So I was like, wow, hey, man, I'll take that compliment. So that was a nice little run-in. So if you're watching this, hope you get a chance to do this someday, do the whole thing. Oh, man, ran into a couple as I'm entering the, I think it's the Kisso area. Ran into a couple that were afraid to come in here. They said they had... maybe, what was it? I don't know. I think they said maybe a year ago or something. They were riding their bikes in here, 3 people, and they got charged by a bull. Like, oh, great. Now, I was actually, ran into 2 bulls this morning. It was in that, that wild area with no maintenance and the cow dung everywhere. First bull, man, they were big bulls too. That's kind of a weird feeling being right there with them. But the first bull was, he didn't really care. He saw me coming. Didn't really change too much of what he was doing. Matter of fact, started walking up on the trailhead, which was, made me wonder what he was going to do. And the next bull, I just kind of, he had his back to me and I spooked him, not purposely, but just because he didn't hear me coming. And he's like, this guy saw me and then boom, he bolted. And then he came back up on the trail and he was looking at me all angry. Like, man, I didn't mean to spook you. So yeah, but the only warning I really saw in Gut Hook was about the boar. I guess the boar can be aggressive in this area. Wild boar, and apparently they get a lot bigger here because, and I've seen one this morning, this big boar. They get bigger here, as you can tell from all that was hog rutting, not flooding. So yeah, big boars digging around in here. I guess bulls too I gotta worry about now. I'm not too worried about it. But they didn't want to come in here. They were like, we've never gone back in here again after that. Like, great. Oh, I saw the fire marshal again. His name is Garrett. So shout out to you, Garrett. Hope you can do the Florida Trail someday. Hope you get some information from this channel. So I was walking into that River Ranch Resort, and I was dehydrated. I was so sick of drinking the pitcher pump water for the last 3 days. And the nasty swamp water that I've been able to find. I was like, I'm so sick. So I didn't bring enough water for that road walk and that stretch through the minefield of Cowdon. And when I got there, I was so thirsty. I got 2 Gatorades. I drank them both. Then I waited a little bit, did my resupply, which was way expensive. Drank an orange soda. Went over to the grill to get that hamburger. Before I ate that hamburger, I had 2 large sweet teas that were iced and so cold, and it's so good. But then I went to eat that hamburger. I only got halfway through it, and I was like, oh, my stomach. I drank too much. I drank too much liquids. My hand started cramping up uncontrollably. I went to look online. What's that about? I guess lack of potassium, but I just drank those 2 Gatorades. So how did that happen? I thought that has potassium in it, doesn't it? Anyway, I need to be walking this stuff off now. Wrapped up half that hamburger to go. And got another long stretch to Okeechobee. Long stretch where I'll be fantasizing about icy lemonade. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to Okeechobee. I'm going to get a hotel room. And I'm going to get lemonade. And I'm going to get ice in a glass. And I'm just going to sip ice cold lemonade for a day. Maybe 2 days. Maybe I'll take a 0 day. I think I need a 0 day. My knees are starting to get stiff for some reason now. We'll see. 2 hiker problems. Man. The water situation's gonna be tough. It is not rained in a long time and don't look like it's gonna. Yeah, we'll make it, right? Oh, there's a big old tree. Check to see if there was a gut hook entry for it. No entry. Seems like there should be. A tree like this. A tree like this should have a name or something. It's so big. Maybe the guy that got crushed by the falling tree limb. That's one thing you got to worry about when you set up your tent at night. Look overhead and make sure you don't see any weak-looking tree limbs. Like, oh, I'm sure that's solid, but I sure as heck wouldn't want to set my tent underneath that. Just because it's horizontal and it stretches so far. I'm sure it'd be fine. But yeah, falling branches, another thing you got to worry about. Through hiking ain't easy. Well, this is actually my 3rd Gopher Tortoise. First one I showed you on camera was the smallest one, and I had one medium size. This is the biggest one. Where'd he go on my camera? There he is. He's pretty big. I ain't clammed up yet. Now he's clammed up. All right, buddy. Don't want to scare you. Want everybody to see you. You come out now. There you go. So, yeah, I've seen their Gopher Tortoise holes. Seen a lot more wildlife lately, and I'm hearing a lot of big stuff running through the bushes. I don't know if it's because it's heating up or the area or what, but you look what the hogs have done. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of wildlife in this area, which is kind of odd to me. I thought there'd be more in that area up in the north. Also, I see these bugs are looking like mutants now. You know, I see these giant mosquitoes. They haven't been bothering me. But then again, they're weird the way they work. They seem to want to bite you in the morning and the evening. They'll leave you alone in the daytime. But I remember when I was with Flat Top in Crestview, he gave me like the whole rundown on the whole trail. I'm like, I couldn't remember all of it. But I remember there were key points, either really good or really bad, that stuck in my memory. Like, Pinhook Camp was surrounded by gators. Paisley has a great Italian restaurant, which I will verify. The best pizza I've had on this trail was the New York pizza at Palermo's in Paisley. Make sure you stop there. What else? Oh, and then he tell me about the mosquitoes and starvation slough. He had like some kind of military grade bug spray he was using. I forget what it was called, but it wasn't deep. It was some kind of special order stuff. And he said, man, mosquitoes ignored it. They ignored his buddies deep. I think that's what you said. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. But that area is coming up. So, all right, Luke, we're going to put your bug spray to the test. No worries if it doesn't hold up, because apparently these are some kind of mutant mosquitoes in this area. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it being dry right now is a good thing. Won't get as many mosquitoes. We'll see. No rain on the forecast anytime soon. Other than water issues, that's a good thing, and I'll still take it. I'll still take these water issues and fantasizing about lemonade instead of walking through the mud and dealing with a lot of mosquitoes attacking you. So far, worst section for mosquitoes by far was through Osceola. We'll see how that holds up. So any word on Big Cypress with it being dry for so long? Is that drying up? I don't know. Y'all seem to know these things. Leave me a comment. Might have to take a trail shower and do some trail laundry at some point. It's going to be like 10 days without a shower or laundry. Thank goodness they were doing the social distancing at that smokehouse grill and River Ranch, because, they were like separating, like, you sit here, this table has to be empty. It's like, whew, I'm glad nobody's sitting at a table next to me the way I'm probably stink right now. Probably ruin their meal. So I think I'm going to have to get cleaned up before I enter Okeechobee. They might bar me from entering. They'll stop me at the city limits. Say, you stink, son. No entry. So again, yeah, I'll probably do some trail laundry and take a trail shower at some point. I kind of like, now that I've been unplugged the last few days, I think I kind of like having the smaller power bank and being forced to unplug. It's kind of nice just to walk and relax and be unplugged from everything. Unplugged from the matrix. So yeah, I'm starting to think, maybe don't take that 20,000 power bank. Maybe take a 10,000 and just be forced to not use your phone so much. I got another long stretch here. So again, I think I'm going to just use my phone for gut hook and for my mindless ramblings on YouTube. So far, it's been a pretty nice section. Oh, after this morning, though, anything would have been good. This morning was terrible. Man, so many gnarly trees in this area. Look at these guys. Man, it looks like I might have a little dried out pond or slough or swamp or whatever it is up ahead. There you go. Give you a chance to see what the water situation is like here in the state of Florida currently. So please tell those people maintaining the water caches that we dearly appreciate their service and we'll be in dire need of it. Because, yeah, look at that. That's dry. Another really cool tree. Tell you what, I think I'd enjoy this section a lot more if not for all the cow dung. Isn't it more difficult to maintain the herd? Just allowed to roam 3 through here? It's like, I didn't even see a herd this morning. I saw 2 bulls. One of them had a tag in his ear, so it's like, it must be managed somehow. But man, all this cow dung, it just makes me want to get the heck out of this section, to be honest with you. Otherwise, it's a great section, especially like trees. A lot of cool trees. It's so elusive before, but now I'm seeing these guys everywhere. Dang, just missed a perfect opportunity to do something called yogi. These hunters are driving by. camouflaged. So they're getting ready for the turkey hunting season. Somebody's gonna start on Saturday, so I guess I don't have to worry about it yet. Jeez, I don't know. I better check what day it is. I don't think it's Saturday. You lose total track of the days out here. Like when I do my videos, I'm always editing them to, you know, the right day count. And man, I couldn't tell you what day today is. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say Thursday. But anyway, so they pulled off to the side of the road. There's the only car I've seen on this road out here in the Kisso area. Kissimmee River runs right along there. What the heck? Got time to give you a shot of that. I think it's the Kissimmee River. I hope I'm not screwing this up. Anyway, so they pull over as you hiking the trail? Where'd you start? Pensacola? Oh, wow. So pretty impressed by that. Impressing people today. Yeah, look at that. So anyway, you know, they probably had a cooler full of like, Gatorade and water and beer, whatever. Been my perfect opportunity to pull a Yogi. I think it's named after Yogi Bear, because in those cartoons, and he used to always try to talk people out of their sandwiches or something. I forget. I'm not a kid anymore. I haven't been a kid for a long time, so it's been a long while since I've seen a Yogi Bear cartoon. But I know that's what the term is named after. So you're gonna learn all these things, all kinds of through hiking terms. Anyway, what I could have done was been like, hey, look guys, do you have any water or Gatorade? I'll be more than happy to buy it. And I would have been. I'd easily given them whatever it cost them for a bottle of Gatorade. Because yeah, I'm getting thirsty again. I got clean water in my pack, but you know, being kind of conservative with my water because, well, I mean, the Kissimmee's right there, so I'm okay. But, you know, once I pull off of this, you know, the water's been sketched, so I got enough. I mean, I'm fine until, like, the next known secure water source, so I'm not, like, taking any chances right now. But, boy, I'd love to have gotten a Gatorade, and I'm pretty sure I could have gotten one, too. Probably would have gave it to me for free. And like I said, hey, I'd been more than happy to pay for it. So when you get something for free like that, it's called yogiing. It usually happens at trailheads and stuff. You'll see family at the RV cooking up hot dogs and hamburgers. And hey, how you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm packing. And then you go in a thing. Once they hear what you're doing, you know, people just want to help you. Oh, you need something to drink or something to eat? So, yeah, I missed a good Yogi opportunity. Dang it. Really could have used a drink. All right, successful Yogi. Those hunters came back, and it's funny because I flagged them down, and I said, hey, look, do you have any Gatorade or lemonade or anything I can buy off you? And they were like, yeah, we were just talking about that. If we had some Gatorade or something, we would give it to you. And then they did have a water bottle they gave me, that's great too, because it's, you know, I know that's nice clean water, and I just chugged it right there and gave them the bottle back. So I mentioned my channel to them, just like, if you guys are watching, hey, thanks, appreciate that, because we're getting thirsty out here.